Listen, learn, create your own destiny. Create the life you want. See the future, want the future, have it now. Welcome to the Manifest Change Podcast. And here's your host, Brooklyn Storm.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Manifest Change Podcast. I am really excited to talk to you today about the law of vibration and how it shows up in your business and how you can harness it in order to be able to call in more of your ideal clients, how you can use it to really craft a successful launch, and how you can use it to help you achieve the business goals that you've set for yourself for this coming financial year. So as you know, there's this idea of the law of attraction, but perhaps what you might not know is that before the law of attraction, there is actually the law of vibration. And it can feel a little bit tricky to get your head around in the beginning, but basically it's saying that everything in the whole world, your car, your cup of coffee, your computer, the trees, everything is all made up of atoms. And of course, we know that everything's made up of atoms. But did you know that an atom itself is 99.999999999 ongoing percent of empty space, also known as energy? Okay. There's a particle in the atoms, and you can use an example to try and picture it in your mind of what it might look like, of thinking about a church. Think about a big church, and think about if you put a 10-cent coin on the floor of that church. The church represents the atom, and the coin on the floor of the church would represent the solid matter or that particle. So it gives you an idea of what we're talking about. And so that kind of, it's still even hard for me to wrap my head around, because I look at things and I think, oh, well, my iPhone here is 100% solid, but I know scientifically that's not possible. It's nearly all empty energy. Now, there's hardly any matter. There's another example of, I think it's the Empire State Building, that if you collapsed the Empire State Building down to its components of solid matter, it would only be as big as a cigarette box. So again, it's just giving you a visual representation of how atoms and how energy look in everyday life. And the reason that we kind of see a mobile phone, or we see a desk, or we see a car, is because all of the atoms that are in that object are all vibrating at a specific frequency that's making it into that object. Okay, plus we all have a common agreement that this is a desk. We have a common agreement that this is a mobile phone. We have a common agreement that this is a tree or a plant. So this is really, really important, because what it's essentially saying is that when you think about it, we are just part of a really big ocean of energy, an ocean of motion, I think Bob Proctor calls it. Everything's moving all of the time. And we know that like attracts like, okay? So, for example, if you're in a really great mood, you're just like super excited, you've had a win in your business and everything's going really well and you're in the mood to celebrate, and then somebody comes into your space and they're not in the mood to celebrate, maybe they're in a really low mood, they're feeling really, really down, then you're probably not really going to click with that person in the moment, because you're both coming at each other from different points of energy, okay? And you might want to move away from that person for a while because you might feel like they're bringing down your vibe, if that makes sense. And so the idea of attraction is really, when you're in a good mood, it feels really good to be around other people that are in a good mood, because they're all lifting you up. You're all singing the same music. You're all hearing the same music. And likewise, when you're down in the dumps and you're having one of those days where you just want to stay in bed and you don't want to see anybody or hear anybody or anything like that, if someone comes along into your space then and they're also feeling low and down and, down on life, then you're probably going to feel really comfortable in that person's company because you feel like they get you. You feel like there's no competition there for energy. You're on the same wavelength, you might say. Okay, so understanding that this is one of the universal laws that governs how we are in the world. I appreciate it can be hard to wrap your head around when you're first hearing about all of this sort of stuff. But the thing is that you don't need to see it in order to believe it. There's an example, of like gravity. You don't need to see gravity to be able to believe it. You just have to be open to seeing it. And it's the same with the law of vibration. You have to start to pay attention to the law of vibration. Start to pay attention to what you're tuning into, what's tuning in to you, tuning into how you're feeling around people, how you're feeling around situations, how your feelings are being triggered by certain people or certain situations. And in business, this is really easy to do. You can absolutely pay attention to how you're feeling when you have to jump on a Facebook Live, or you can pay attention to how you're feeling with a client who's been really resistant and really difficult and they're kind of in their own stuff. Being aware of the energy exchange between the two of you is really, 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 really powerful because it can help you level up the business. And what I mean by that is once you understand how vibration works, you'll be able to use it in order to work with potential clients and in order to work with existing clients, okay? When we're in business, of course, at the very core is selling. If we're not selling, we're not making money, and then we have a hobby, we don't have a business. So we're all in the business of selling, whether you're a psychologist, whether you're a coach, whether you're a Reiki practitioner, whether you're a physio, we're all in the business of selling, okay? Money has to be coming in order for us to be helping other people. And so when we think about the law of vibration and selling, what that helps us understand is the importance of us getting in line, getting attuned to the vibration of our clients, because we want to have empathy. We want to understand our clients' problems. We want to understand what's keeping them up at night. We want to step into their shoes. We want to have empathy, and it's being able to do that and have that experience that's then going to allow you to step back and say, okay, how can I match this here? How can I provide a solution? How can I answer this question? How can I solve this problem for this person? And you're only going to get to that by understanding from their perspective what it is they're dealing with in the first place. So when you've got that solution, then what happens is you go back and you can meet that client in their space, and then you can take them by the hand energetically and you can say, hey, I can fix that. I've got this solution. I have a method. I have a tool. I have a strategy. I know it's worked for other people and I'm confident that it can work for you too. Do you want to give it a go? And then guess what happens? It's like attracting like. We've got them knowing you, they're liking you, they're trusting you, they're now going to buy in and give your tool, your strategy, your service, your product, your offer a go. And then guess what's going to happen? Their vibration is going to lift. And your vibration is going to lift in response to that. They're going to feel better as a result of something you've done. And when you hear, when you feel, when you see, when you learn that they're feeling better, maybe they're posting positive feedback in your Facebook group saying how effective something was that you gave them, things like that. then what happens is you read that, you see that, and then you feel your vibration lift because you feel happy, you feel excited, you feel rewarded, you feel like you have even more inspiration now to go and create the next thing. Yeah. So this is what the law of vibration means at its very basic fundamental level, and that's how you can use it in your business. So a simple a tip that you can implement from today, maybe just be aware during the day, tune in to how you're feeling, tune in to whether you're reacting to somebody's energy or observing somebody reacting to your energy. And just pay attention to that, and you'll see for yourself over the course of a day what I'm talking about. And when you've had that experiential understanding, you'll then be able to implement it to up level your business. Okay, this is so exciting. I love it so much. If you are interested in looking more at how this applies to your business, if you're in the health and wellness industry, maybe you're a private practice owner, maybe you're a coach, a psychotherapist, a counselor, a physio, a Reiki healer, a healer of any type, and you're running your own business and you want to take this a little bit further, you're absolutely welcome to join me at one of the workshops. They're happening in Los Angeles on the 19th of August, London on the 24th of August, Melbourne on the 20th of September, and Brisbane again on the 27th of September. I'll put a link in the show notes so you can go ahead and check out all of the information and get in touch with me if you have any questions whatsoever. But I'll be coming to you over email, on the Facebook, and also with podcasts over the next few weeks to give you more information about how you can start to use these tools to start calling in the business that you truly know you want, that you truly know is going to be impactful, and that's going to help others. And when you help others, you help yourself and you feel really, really good. I can't wait to talk about the next law. And as I said, I'll do that really soon. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend or give it a review on Apple Podcasts. And I will talk to you later. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Bye.
Thanks for listening to All Psyched Up with Dr. Brooklyn Storm. If you love the show, please leave us a review on iTunes. And to find out more, check out All Psyched Up's Facebook page. Make sure to join us next week for the inside scoop on tackling anxiety. And remember, it's your life. Make it amazing.